4 games left in the NBA season, and the playoff picture is starting to form. The Milwaukee Bucks right now have been the second seed the whole season, but will they be able to maintain it? Let's analyze. The Milwaukee Bucks started off the season with one Adrian Griffin, a neophyte coach, as Walt Clyde Frazier would call him, a newbie, and he, to me, was doing a solid job. Was it perfect? 34 and 18 under Adrian Griffin. And I thought there were some issues on the defensive front. They ended up bringing in Doc Rivers. Doc Rivers right now is 15 and 17 as the Bucks coach. So I asked the question here. Can the Milwaukee Bucks retain, maintain, or keep that second seed? And I say no. Nope. The Milwaukee Bucks are in trouble, y'all. They are in big, big trouble. You ask why? Well, they've lost 4 in a row. They've lost to teams that they have no business losing to. Let's take a trip down memory lane. Let's see what happened to them last week. They've lost to the Wizards, the Raptors, the Grizzlies, and to a team that I think may be able to take that second seed. Who is it, you may ask? They just lost to the New York Knicks last night. And the reason why I believe, people are like, oh, there are 4 games left. It's theirs to lose. Well, here's the thing. They have a 1-game lead on the Orlando Magic and the New York Knicks, right? The Bucks, that is. However, here's who they play. Here's who the Bucks play to finish out the season. Tomorrow, they play the Celtics, who are the number 1 seed. Now, maybe the Celtics, who have nothing to play for, who sat Jason Tatum the other night, maybe, just maybe, they start sitting players. Who knows? I hope not, but they really have no reason to be playing the Tatums, the Browns, and the Kristaps Porzingises of the world, the Drew Holidays. Really no reason at all. It's not going to help them anyway. The Orlando Magic, who are a game back, they play them Wednesday. The Thunder, they play them Friday. And they close out the season with the Orlando Magic. See, this thing can get pretty dicey for the Bucks. It really can. I think the Bucks, does it matter whether you finish second if you're the Bucks? Maybe not, because we know who the Bucks might be facing if they stay at that number 2 seed. We know a team like the Miami Heat, who pretty much owns them, has owned them. Maybe they don't want to face them. Who knows? But I will tell you right now, the Bucks look bad. And will they be able to keep that second seed? I don't know. I don't think so. Now, if you're a Bucks fan, you could hold out hope and have some, I guess you may hold out hope because the big 3 of the Milwaukee Bucks have only played 8 games together with Doc Rivers. And the big 3, obviously, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Damian Lillard, and Chris Middleton, who, oh my goodness, had to be rushed yesterday with a emergency oral surgery. He was hit in the mouth. I don't understand. There are two things with the NBA that I never understood. And I've never played professionally. Obviously, I've said this, but I've played on the floor. And I remember my boy from back in the day, Jason, was going. We were both going for a loose ball, and I didn't see him. And last second, all I heard was people say, "Look out!" And I looked up, and he ran right into my mouth, y'all. No diddy. But he ran it like he hit me, headbutted me. And it was blood everywhere. And from that on I said, I'm playing with a mouthpiece. Thank goodness my teeth didn't, no damage, but I was like not doing that anymore. So I'm surprised that more players don't play with mouthpieces, to protect themselves. But yeah, it looks like, I don't know how long they've lost. They lost Middleton 4, but there are only 4 games left. I'm sure he's going to try his best to play. They'll probably give him a mouthpiece, and I don't even know. I mean, is that enough after having, emergency oral surgery? Is that going to be? See, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a dentist. I don't know. But that's something to look out for. Look, you can hold out hope if you're a Bucks fan because the Big Three has only played 8 games under Doc Rivers. But here's the deal. I've said it from the get-go. I believe that they lost a lot. I believe they lost a lot in losing Drew Holiday. I think that was big. I think that was a huge loss for them. I think it was huge for them to lose Drew Holiday and also to lose on the perimeter. What's his name? Grayson Allen. I think that was big. That was a big problem. Obviously, when they have Middleton, he is one of the best 3-and-D players. But obviously, injuries right now is a huge concern for him. I don't think he's the same player anymore anyway. But look, if you look at these guys, if they're at their resume, whether it's they do have Giannis still in his prime, they do have Dame Lillard, so those guys can turn it on. Hopefully, that is what you hope for if you're a Bucks fan. But I think they've played poorly, and I thought it was a big mistake. Doc Rivers, I know he wanted to get back into coaching, but I thought the perimeter or the lack thereof, I know they have Pat Bev, but I don't think he can do what they need. They need a reset on the perimeter defensively. And they need an attitude adjustment. They're not playing they've got to compete. Being out rebounded, being out hustled. I mean, this has nothing to do with, that's all heart. And the team that beat them yesterday in the New York Knicks, behind Jalen Brunson, who, by the way, before Doc Rivers, has owned the Bucks this year. He's averaging 40 plus on his team, and they have no answer for him. So, they don't want to, can the Knicks overtake and get the second seed? It's possible, because the team that the Knicks are chasing, the Orlando Magic and the Bucks, who are above them, face each other twice. And the Knicks, say what you will, I don't know, because of no Randall, I don't know how far they can go. But the Eastern Conference Final, there's still people saying that the Knicks are the second best team in the East. I believe they can be, but it depends. I want to see what they look like in the playoffs. I really do. But again, the Bucks, it doesn't look good. Do they want? They may benefit by not getting out of that second seed and avoiding the Miami Heat altogether, because the Miami Heat, they just find a way to beat Giannis and the Bucks. So what happened to them last year? Should have never gotten rid of Budenholzer. Never. They shouldn't have gotten rid. They should have kept Adrian Griffin. So this is unfortunate, but this is what they have. They still have the talent, to me, on paper to be a formidable team, But I don't think, even though they're the second seed, if they maintain it, I think they're going to be a quick exit. And I think the Knicks are a team, teams like the Knicks and teams like the 76ers who are balling right now, they might be able to take them out. And also, let's not, Orlando is a real playoff contender as well. So it's going to be interesting, folks. It is definitely going to be interesting. Now, as we close with our By the Way segment, gotta congratulate South Carolina and Coach Dawn Staley on her third championship. Unfortunately, Caitlin Clark did not get that storybook ending. I'd like to thank you for tuning in, folks. I'm on most social media platforms: Facebook at SamIAnalyze, Instagram at SamIAnalyze, the platform formerly known as Le Twitter, at SamIAnalyze. Please like, subscribe, share, and you see that notification bell to the right? Please click on that. That will let you know the next time I drop another video. Thanks for tuning in. And as always, à tout à l'heure.